As we know, the traditional path of a young person in Zimbabwe is to go to school. After school, it's university, and then maybe find a job, right?
Yeah.
So how was it for you? Talk to us about that.
It was a bit different because after I left my A-levels, I started looking for a job. I couldn't find one for most of that year because I took an entire year off. The reason I did this is because I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life. So I took a year off to think, to rest, and to strategize. Couldn't find a job, applied for a diploma in software engineering. Reason being, tech is where the money is, so I might as well go and do that if I still don't know what I want to do. What also happened to happen is one of the jobs I had applied to was with TechZim, that's a media company in Zimbabwe. I applied to them and I had failed to get the job. That was around mid-year 2017. Towards the end of the year, I think December, I think New Year's Eve actually, they emailed me and they said, do you still want that job? You were our second best candidate and we now have an opening. Are you still interested? And I was like, yeah, I still am, because I hadn't gone to school yet. So I took it up, and in early 2018, I went into media. That's how I actually started becoming a practitioner in media.
Really? And isn't it amazing that sometimes life takes us on a path, right, that you actually never thought or dreamt? Because I'm imagining that, going to school, A-level, you probably didn't have an idea that you were going to end up in media, right? Yeah,
I had no idea. To be fair, even when I went to TechZim, I walked into that opportunity with misgivings in regards to what my work was going to be like. Because at the time I was really young, I was 19, or I had just turned 20, I think. And so my feeling was that I'm going to be reviewing cool phones. I really wanted to write about tech and gadgets because I'm obsessed about, technology. And then what I realized after taking the job up is that's not what was needed.
Right.
The information gap we needed to fill in Zimbabwe wasn't specific to gadgets. It wasn't specific to laptops, phones, and stuff like that. It was more covering startups, technology, and so it was an entirely different world to what I even walked into, where the expectations I had when I walked into it.
Amazing. So do you think that when you reflect back and you look back, the information gap that you're talking about, do you think that there could have been a way that you could have been better informed of what is there in terms of careers for young people during the time when you're in school? Do you think that would have made a difference in terms of knowing what's happening on the landscape in the tech space?
Yeah, I definitely think it makes a difference because information is powerful. When your career choices are limited to lawyer, engineer, doctor, what else is common? I think those are the common things. When you're only limited to that, and then you don't find yourself fitting into that box, it's also a really scary thing because, you're only 19 and you're wondering, so should I just go to school because everyone else is going, or should I risk and play around with things and actually figure myself out? So I think exposure, early exposure is incredibly important because it helps, it informs people. And being informed early means you can maybe start practicing towards that path. So what that means is if I had been informed about the media path early on, I could have maybe interned with TechZim on a holiday or something like that and had a feel of whether this is a path for me or not. So early exposure is definitely an important thing, and it's one of the things that we are actually working towards with Story Untold.
Oh, that's brilliant. That sounds amazing.